Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Laura, and I work for the University of Guelph-Humber. I'm going to be here today to talk to you a little bit about dual credential programs, what they have to offer international applicants, and the next steps in our application process. I'm going to be using a PowerPoint presentation, which I'm going to start shortly. If you have any questions, you're welcome to use the Q&A feature. I'll be stopping at the end to answer them. I'm also accessible via my booth during today's fair, so I'd encourage you to visit me there if you have any extra questions or anything that might be specific to your individual application or curriculum of study. So definitely come by and visit us, and we'll be getting started shortly. Great, so I'm going to get us started today. I'm going to be sharing a wide variety of information with you, and I know that I'm covering a lot, so if anything pops up, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. First, it's important to note where our campus is located. So the University of Guelph-Humber is located in Toronto, Ontario, and this is the traditional and treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit. This is an important landscape for our community, and it's an important part of our treaties as a Canadian nation. It's now home to numerous nations, and we continue to provide a vital source of interconnection. I'd really encourage you to look at the Truth and Reconciliation Act if you're looking for next steps and how to support Indigenous communities in your area. So first, it's important to note our location. So the University of Guelph-Humber is a unique location, and we're actually located right on Humber College's campus. That being said, we are a university that has ties to the University of Guelph and Humber College. And that's how we are able to offer our students our dual credentials, which I'll talk on and speak to in just a minute. We have over 3 million people in the city of Toronto, the largest city in Canada, and also the most multicultural in the world. There's over 200 languages spoken by our residents, and it's one of the fastest growing cities, so there's a lot of innovation and work opportunities for international applicants. As one of the largest cities in North America, it's a hub for business, culture, and a really great place to go to school. Our campus itself is actually located very conveniently right near Toronto Pearson International Airport, so it's very accessible for our students. Now, what does it mean to have more in 4? The University of Guelph-Humber is known for offering this. This is the combination of degrees and diplomas. So all of our graduates and our students are achieving both a bachelor's degree as well as a diploma from a Canadian college, which is Humber College. And that will allow you to have access to both a degree and a diploma in 4 years of study. If you were to do this separately, it would take typically 6 years. So it's a really great cost-saving opportunity, but also an opportunity to get your foot up in the workforce as you graduate. All of our programs are focused, which means that you go directly into your desired stream of study, and you're going to be starting right directly in your core courses. So there's very few electives within our programs. And for example, you can't go into a general Bachelor of Arts. You're going to go directly into a tailored degree of study. There are a variety of workplace experiences that are part of all of our degrees as well. So you're always going to have a minimum of 100 hours of workplace experience as part of your degree, which as an international student means that you're going to need a co-op work permit. And I'll touch on that later on as well. This workplace experience is going to give you really great access to industry connections, and I encourage students to take advantage of that, particularly when they are graduation. There's a lot of great opportunities, and we fit all of this into 4 years at the University of Guelph-Humber. I'm going to start by speaking about our business program. This would be one of our most popular programs, so it is our BBA. So students receive both an honors Bachelor of Business Administration, that's from the University of Guelph, as well as a diploma in business administration. So you're getting access to both credentials, and you're also going to have workplace experience as part of this program, and it gives you option to participate in our new HR courses, which are a really great opportunity to learn more, not only about the business side, but also that human resources component to the business world. These are our areas of emphasis or majors. So within the business stream, there is accounting, finance, international business, management, marketing, small business management and entrepreneurship, just to name a few. Now, when you apply to the University of Guelph-Humber, you apply generally to the business program, and then you would select your area of emphasis or major during your first or second year of study. So you don't have to know right from the get-go, but it does give you a good opportunity to see what stream you might be interested in working on within later on down the line. Some popular ones would be accounting and finance, especially for those looking to be professional accountants. Marketing is also quite popular as well. So really great opportunities for you to really engage and see your area of emphasis and focus within the business industry. Now, another popular question is, what am I going to do with my degree? So after each of the programs, we did include a couple of sample careers and further education pathways that are quite popular amongst our graduates. So here are a few just to kind of see where our recent graduates have gone in the recent years. Now, many do go directly into their field. So for a business program, that's quite popular to be an accountant, a data analyst, marketing coordinators, but it's also popular to go on to further education, especially for those that might be interested in pursuing something like an MBA, a Master of Finance, law school. All of those are possible routes for students post-graduation. Now, the majority do go directly into the workforce. It's quite popular out of a business program, but there are a lot of different pathways that our graduates will take, and they're each a little bit different. Our next few programs I'm going to touch on just briefly, and these are our applied sciences programs. Now, these programs tend to have a few focus on community and social work and engagement within our community here in Canada, and these all have professional designations, which are a little bit different than some other programs. So, for example, all of the diplomas that you see here are going to give you the opportunity to work in a specified field. So this is our Community and Social Services program, and you are getting an honors bachelor's degree, but you're also getting a social services worker diploma. And that allows you to work as a social service worker in the province of Ontario, and that's a professional designation. You're getting over 850 hours of workplace experience in this program, and the focus of it is heavily based on community services. So that would include everything from kind of the social work end of things right through to welfare and looking at communities and how they function. A really great opportunity if that's something that interests you. These are a couple of the sample careers, which will give you a better sense of what the specialty focus within this program is. Heavy focus on counseling, case management, and community support. Many of these students will also go on to master's programs, say in social work, education, as well as a variety of law school would all be a very popular route for these applicants. We then also have our early childhood studies program, which is quite popular, probably one of our most popular at the university. It does give you a diploma in early childhood education, as well as an honors bachelor degrees in early childhood studies. Now, students can use this to go on to, say, Teachers College if they're interested in teaching in Ontario, but this designation does allow you to work directly in our early childhood learning centers in the province of Ontario and over 800 hours of workplace experience. So a really great focus on young children and their development and social education. Here are a couple of sample careers in this field as well. So of course, you're going to come out a registered early childhood educator, but many students do continue on with their education and go on to be play therapists, speech and language pathology, looking at intense behavior therapy and intervention, children's rights advocacy. Of course, you can go on to a variety of postgraduate education opportunities and professional schools as well. So that could include dentistry, medicine, as well as nursing would all be quite popular. We then have our Bachelor of Justice Studies, as well as our diploma. And this program is a little bit unique in the fact that you can actually choose which diploma you'd like to specialize in. So that could be a diploma in police foundations or community and justice services. Now, one of the great ways to break down which diploma might be the best fit for you is what your area of focus or preference is within this field. Justice studies will cover everything from the Canadian justice system as well as global justice systems and how they interact. Now, if you're more interested in the enforcement side, something like police foundations might be a great fit for you. However, if you're more interested in the theory, the practice behind our justice systems, the legal system from kind of a theoretical an advocacy standpoint, then community and justice services might be the better diploma for your specialization. A great opportunity either way, and it does come with over 200 hours of workplace experience. This program is quite popular. We have a full kind of CSI-based lab on our campus, and we compete in a variety of case competitions globally. So really great opportunity. Here are a couple of those sample careers that you might see. Now, the majority of our students would use this program as a pathway to law school. It's a really great opportunity for students to get a foundational understanding of the legal system, and it gives them great background to go on to law school. And I'll talk about one of our really unique partnerships in just a moment. But some students do go into the enforcement side as well. So that could include everything from victim services, anti-terrorism, research analysis. All of those would be possible pathways for you as a graduate of this program. One of the last programs I'll speak on today is our Honors Bachelor degree in Applied Science in our Kinesiology program. And this program also has a diploma in fitness and health promotion. So a really great opportunity for you to learn that honors bachelor's degree and a really strong background in the sciences with that kinesiology focus, which is the study of movement and the body and how they interact. But it also gives you the chance to get a diploma in something like health promotion, which would be a large field, especially right now during a global pandemic. How do we promote health and wellness for our communities and have a variety of public health concerns kind of wrapped into that? And so we also have a variety of workplace experience hours as part of this degree. So a really great way to get hands-on action in your field, to learn, research, study. Now, it's a really common question to receive: are there research opportunities? And yes, there's a variety of research opportunities on our campus. And as a partner of the University of Guelph, which is about an hour outside the city of Toronto, our students have access to all of their labs on our campus as well. So for example, we use the cadaver lab as part of the kinesiology program. So students will be transited back and forth for those lab opportunities. So really great engagement, whether you're on our Toronto campus or if you're on the main University of Guelph campus as well. So students, you really take advantage of that. They're doing their labs in Guelph, but you might have your workplace experience in Toronto. So it's a great opportunity to kind of engage and learn in various fields. Here are a couple of example careers as well for the kinesiology program. Of course, students can come out and be a registered kinesiologist, as well as a variety of exercise physiology, health promotion, wellness coordinators, rehabilitation work. And many students also use this as a pathway to medical school, dental school. Nursing would also be possible after this program. All are really common pathways and options for students. One of the things I like to point out is that the majority of students' courses in all of our programs are going to be in your core area of focus, which means that you're going to be taking courses that are dedicated to your major and your degree so that you can achieve both that degree and diploma throughout your time with us. But you also do have a couple of electives, and those electives will allow you to take work outside of your field. So for example, if you're in a kinesiology program, but maybe you're interested in doing an introductory French course, that's definitely more than possible. So I'd really encourage you to engage in those opportunities if it's something that interests you. So just 2 programs left to chat about, and then we'll get on to the admissions process. So we do have another dual credential program here. So students can receive an honors bachelor's degree in media and communication studies, a really great opportunity to specialize. It also includes a diploma in media communications and over 240 hours of workplace experience. You'll see a student here using our virtual reality lab. Now, all of our facilities have been dedicated to these 8 dual credential programs that I'm speaking about today. So it's a great opportunity for you to learn really directly in your field and have hands-on practice even within the classroom. And then on top of that, you're going to have your workplace experience hours. So it's a great way to specialize. If you're wondering what the specializations are in this program, there's quite a few as well. So that can include digital marketing and social media, which is quite popular as we go into this digital age. Media management, journalism, public relations would all be very strong options within this program. It gives you the chance to specialize your skills within the media industry. Media is a large field, and it really gives you the chance to break down and see what your area of focus and specialty might be later on. Now, a couple of sample careers for this program. There's quite a large breadth of different career options, and students will all go a little bit differently depending on what their area of focus is. So it could include everything from journalism, both via text and audio, as well as event production, podcasting, campaign strategies. If you go more into the PR side, you might work for a public relations firm, for example, and then a wide variety of graduate work as well. So many students do go on to a Master's of Journalism, Master of Arts, law school would all be popular options for students. You do choose one of your 5 specializations, but again, you're going to choose that during your first or second year of study, so you don't have to apply at the time of application for that area of focus. Now, the last program I'm going to touch on just briefly is our honors bachelor's degree in psychology, and that also includes a diploma in general arts. Now, one of the differences between our psychology program and many other Canadian schools is that we offer a dual credential in psych, which means that students are getting that honors bachelor's degree as well as that diploma. And then on top of that, you have 3 certificate options. So you have the option of intercultural relations, organizational behavior, and research skills and analysis. And this is a great way to set yourself apart from the rest of kind of a graduating student body of psychology grads. Now, this is really popular, for example, organizational behavior. It's a great way to blend business and psychology as we look at kind of how the workforce is affected by their work environment, how employers can be better employers to their staff, and it looks at staff treatment, mental health, and engagement and opportunities. So it's a great blend of psych and business, particularly if you're looking for something that's really employable within the field. That's a very common option for our students. Of course, a wide variety of sample careers. Counseling would be a really common pathway for many of our graduates. Some of our graduates also go on to medical school, which would be popular, psychotherapy, research. All of those are possible. You're getting over 100 hours of workplace experience as part of this program as well. So, of course, many of our international students that will be joining us on the Guelph-Humber campus are already coming quite far from home to study with us. That being said, there are a wide variety of opportunities to do exchange programs. We also offer full courses abroad. So that's where our entire Guelph-Humber class would go abroad for, say, 3 to 4 weeks to complete a credits. That's an opportunity as well. But one of the partnerships I like to touch on just briefly is our partnership with City Law in London, England. And so our graduates actually get advanced standing to City Law, particularly coming out of our justice studies, but available across all programs. So you will receive discounted tuition as well as guaranteed entry as long as you have the minimum grade requirement, which is quite achievable. So the majority of our students do take advantage of that if they are looking at law school, and those law degrees are transferable. So you can bring it back to Canada, the US, and practice in a variety of locations. So a really great opportunity if you are interested in law school. Now, I do want to touch on our partnerships. So the University of Guelph-Humber has a partnership with the University of Guelph, about an hour outside of Toronto, as well as Humber College. And that's how we're able to offer 2 credentials coming out of our programs. So all of our graduates are also University of Guelph alumni. So you're part of this larger university community. They have a wide variety of programs on their campuses, which you'll see listed on the slide here. And there's over 26,000 students on that campus, as well as our students, which we have about 5,000 on our Guelph-Humber campus. So still a really active student body, but a smaller cohort in our Toronto location. And then we have over 173,000 alumni globally. So it's a really great network to help you kind of with career development and engagement post-graduation. Now I'm going to touch on admissions quite quickly, and I know we have individuals listening in from a variety of locations, so if I don't touch on your specific curriculum, don't let that worry you. We accept applications from almost every country globally, and we will review you individually based on your curriculum of study. So I'm just going to touch on some of the major global forms today, and if you have a particular question about your curriculum, please feel free to come to my booth later on, and I can let you know what we'll require from your country or your location of study. So first I'm going to start just on our general admission requirements. So the first thing that we're typically going to need for a high school graduate, for example, we're going to need your secondary school graduation certificate. We're typically looking for the equivalent of a 12-year system, so 4 years of high school in most cases. We're also then looking for country-specific admission requirements. So for example, if you are applying from India, we're going to be looking for your CBSE results. We're also then going to be looking for individual subject requirements. So for example, if you're applying to our business program, we're going to be looking for an English course and a mathematics course, and then your additional 3 others. So always looking for a minimum of at least 5, typically 6 courses, but it does depend on what country you're applying from. And then we're also looking for English proficiency, and that could include everything from Duolingo to IELTS. We accept a wide variety of tests, which you can see on our website, and I'll touch on them just a little bit later as well. Now, if you're wondering what the subject requirements are for each of our individual programs, you'll see them listed here. So for business, as I mentioned, we're looking for English and a senior level mathematics. The majority of our programs, it's just English as the minimum, and then we'll take a variety of sciences, mathematics, any sort of social sciences courses as well. Another course that would have more requirements would be kinesiology, where we're looking for a senior level English, a senior level math, and then 2 sciences at a minimum. So that's a popular pathway for students. I'm going to touch briefly on some of those popular programs and curriculums studied abroad. So if you're an international baccalaureate candidate, we're looking for a minimum score of 24, with some programs having a higher score requirement. We will incorporate bonus points for consideration. And then we're always looking for 3 higher level courses and 3 standard level. Again, it has to include those core requirements. So whether you're applying to business and it's English and math, or if you're just applying to one of our programs that require English, we're going to be looking at that as part of your 6 courses. And then any student that has a grade of 5, 6, or 7 in IB can be eligible for transfer credit from those higher level courses. So a really great way to get advanced standing in your program and potentially save a little bit of money on those individual courses that you'll be taking at the University of Guelph-Humber. So you can go into some second year courses instead of first year. We then also have advanced placement coming out of a US curriculum. So we do accept a wide variety of advanced placement courses. Again, you can receive transfer credit for these. We do this on an individual course-by-course basis. And you can also have the opportunity to submit this information. So we do take predicted scores for all of our curriculums. So if you're applying from CBSE, IB, any sort of curriculum that can give predicted scores, we will accept those. And we take advanced placement courses as well. If you are coming from a British curriculum, there's a wide opportunity to apply. We're typically looking for 2 A levels and then at least a couple of O levels as well to kind of balance that out. We are looking for a few minimum grades and in at least 5 unique subject areas. So a great opportunity to apply. Again, we take predicted scores. And if students are still completing A or AS levels, please submit that to us. We will take those as well. Now, English proficiency is always a common question as well. So one of my disclaimers for this section is that if you've attended a school that's taught primarily in the English language for 4 years of high school or 4 years of university work, and that was all done in English, you may not be required to take an English proficiency test. So I always recommend applying so that we can review you to see if you're eligible to be admitted without additional testing, just knowing that this can be quite an expensive process as well. But if you know that you have not completed that requirement and you might require English proficiency testing, here are just some of the tests that we do accept. So including everything from Duolingo, which is really accessible globally right now, as well as IELTS, TOEFL, all of those are available to us as students. For IELTS, for example, we're looking for a minimum overall score of 6.5 with no less than 6 in any band. Now, how do you apply to the University of Guelph-Humber? There's actually a lot of ways that you can do so. So there's 3 main pathways to apply to Guelph-Humber. So first, and one of the most popular is the Ontario University Application Centre, or the OUAC. If you attended any sessions with any other Ontario schools today, and they may have spoken about this pathway. So this is a common application portal that allows you to apply to a variety of schools in the province of Ontario, Canada. And that is one of the most cost-effective routes if you are applying to multiple schools in the province. Comparatively, if you're just applying to the University of Guelph-Humber, then you might want to apply directly through our website. That would typically be the most cost-effective route in that way. And then you're going to apply directly through us. Your payment will come through us directly. And then we also have a third option, which is the Common App. So if you are applying to schools in, say, both the US and Canada, this might be a good pathway for you. It is centralized, so you can apply directly through their website and apply to multiple schools at once with one set of information. So all of these three are really valid options, and it's really up to you what the best fit is, as well as the cost effectiveness of each different pathway. Now, we do have a wide variety of required documents, and we will review what your individual required documents are once you submit an application. In most cases, it's always going to include a transcript. That could be from your high school or your college, depending on your academic background. And then we're also going to be looking for agent consent forms if you're using a partner, proof of English proficiency, and a student profile in some cases. The deadline to apply is May 1st of 2022. That being said, I recommend that all applicants apply typically by the end of this month, and that will just give us time to go back to you, let you know if we're missing any documentation, as well as to review you at different times of the year, particularly for grade 12 or end of high school students. That allows us to review you based on your midterms, your final semester 1 grades, any predicted scores before you're coming up to your final grades. It also gives you the opportunity to correct yourself. So for example, if you have a math score that's a little bit low, we can tell you to do upgrading at this time of year, and then you can be reconsidered for admission later on in the cycle. So I really recommend applying before May 1st. It'll give you the largest opportunity for admissions. Now I'm going to touch just briefly on our scholarship program at GH, a little bit of financial considerations as well. So our tuition fees for international applicants range from $28,000 per year to about $33,000 per year. And now it does depend on which program you're in. The majority of our programs are around the $28,000 mark, with the exception of business, which will be on the higher end. Now this is all listed in Canadian dollars for your reference. We do also have a variety of residences available directly on campus, and many students will choose to live in those, particularly our international audience. And you can see some of those fees listed there. I do want to speak just to scholarships quite briefly. So scholarships are a really great opportunity for funding. All of our international student entrance scholarships are completely merit-based. So it is going to be based on your admission average from your high school or your college background. So we will consider you for those awards. It's definitely important to make sure that you apply for admission early, and that will give us the opportunity to automatically consider you for these awards. Now, almost all of our international entrance scholarships are given out to all of our students. So it's a great opportunity for funding. You'll be automatically considered as long as you're in that kind of 75% and above bracket. And they range from $2,000 per year to $8,500 Canadian per year. So that's a great portion of your tuition. So I'd really recommend applying to Guelph-Humber, and you'll be automatically assessed for all of these awards. So great opportunity for funding. As a student studying in Canada, the Canadian study visas and permits allow you to work part-time as part of your degree. And so it's a really great opportunity. We do have the opportunity to work directly on campus, but you're also welcome to work within the local community. And there's quite a few positions available. So you can learn more about study permits and visas on the Canadian Immigration and Refugee Citizenship website, or IRCC, a really great portal to learn more about requirements for student permits there as well. There's quite a bit to experience on the Guelph-Humber campus, and I'll touch on just a few things. So of course, I did mention that we do have housing directly on campus, great resident spaces for our students, a quick 2-minute walk to the university, and you only apply for residence once you have an offer of admission. So again, one of the reasons to apply early for admission. The deadline to apply for residence is June 1st of 2022. Although it's on a first come, first served basis, we do try to support our international students and make sure that all of our international applicants have a space so long as they apply by the deadline. We also have a wide variety of support services on our campus. And not only do you have access to all of those Guelph-Humber specific services, but you also have access to everything that's offered by Humber College, since we share such a local space. So all of our students have access to academic advisors, which are designated to their program, so you'll get to know them quite well. We have a student wellness and accessibility center, and so that's kind of our on-campus healthcare center, as well as career services to help with all of those placements for your workplace experience, finance, public safety, and then of course we have an international center as well. So they help to guide you through the applying for student permits, any sort of questions that you may have about your study visa, travel. They really support you through that process as well. Of course, we do have a wide variety of healthy living and sports opportunities on campus. And so we have both recreational and then varsity athletics through Guelph and Humber. And there's a wide variety of intramural, extramural opportunities. And of course, we also have an athletics facility if you just like to take advantage of our gym, swimming pool, all of those state-of-the-art facilities and training centers. Now, if you're looking for an opportunity to engage, of course, I'm at this event all day today, but I would encourage you to connect with me one-on-one if you're looking for more specific information or if you're looking for support throughout the application process. You are able to sign up for virtual advising appointments. That's guelphumber.ca/visit-us. On that website, you'll see the opportunity to book directly with me. They're quick 20-minute appointments to help you kind of get the ball rolling. And if you have any specific questions, we could definitely schedule something longer as well. In my booth today, you'll see the opportunity to download our 2022 International Guide. So if you're listening in today and you're trying to remember something I said, all of it's covered in that 2022 International Guide. So go ahead to my booth and download that. It'll be a great source of information for you in the weeks and months ahead. And we also have a wide variety of online events occurring. So you can see that on guelphumber.ca/visit-us. I'll give you the chance to learn a little bit more, maybe sign up for a virtual tour and explore our campus. Great. If you have any other questions, you are welcome to get in touch. I am going to be doing a Q&A live here, so I'm just going to exit out of this presentation in a minute so we can see if there's any questions coming through. But if you have any questions, you're also welcome to contact me via email, which is international@guelphumber.ca. That's the best way to contact me. I monitor that email address. So if you have any questions or concerns, please get in touch. Thank you all for listening today. That's the end of my presentation, but I am going to be sticking around for any questions that you may have. Great, so I can see a couple of questions coming through. So I'm just going to start right at the top with some of the first questions that may accepted them. So a first question is, do you accept transfer students from a specific university? Now, we do accept transfer students from a wide variety of universities and colleges globally. We will accept each individual separately. So we accept students from all different academic backgrounds. We're going to answer we're going to assess a variety of files. So we're going to ask for your individual transcripts. And if you are looking for transfer credit from that work, we're also going to need course outlines. So yes, we accept students from University of the People, but that being said, we are going to be individually assessing each course. Now, the next question that I can see here is, are there any MBA programs with co-ops? Now, the University of Guelph-Humber does not offer any master's or graduate programs. That being said, our partner, the University of Guelph, does offer a wide variety of master's programs, including a really strong MBA program. So if you're interested in learning more, I would recommend that you visit their website. It's the University of Guelph. So that's just an hour outside of Toronto. It's a really great campus and a great place for graduate students as well. Next question, do you have any finance and technology or computer science with business studies minors options? So we do not offer any computer science programs as part of our business program. That being said, you do have the opportunity to specialize within finance, which is a really great engagement opportunity. And there is the chance to take a variety of, courses within media, which heavily looks at technology. So if you're looking to specialize and kind of blend the two, that might be a good pathway for you. I can see another question about masters. I'm going to skip over any master's programs, so if we don't offer any master's specializations on our campus. Again, if that's something that you're looking for, I really recommend that you contact the University of Guelph. You'll actually see on my within my booth, I've posted the link there. So if you have any questions about graduate programs, whether it be master's or PhD, you can explore the link that I've posted, and they'll give you a lot more information than I can about all of the various graduate programs. There's hundreds. So if you're looking for MBAs, a Master of Science, Arts, professional schools, that's the place to start. A great question here. Will A-levels be useful for applying to this university? Yes, A-levels are a highly regulated curriculum for students to apply to Canadian universities. So we do accept A-level results, and you can apply directly to us using your A-levels, and we accept many applicants coming out of the British system each year. So a great opportunity if you are looking to apply. Great. So I'm going to give just a few more minutes for any last minute questions that might be coming in. If you have them, you're welcome to throw them my way. Again, I'm not going to be touching on any master's or graduate level programs, but I would recommend that you contact the University of Guelph if you have any questions about graduate programs. Again, I'm also going to recommend that you visit me in my booth today. I'll be there until 2 p.m. Eastern Time. A great way to engage with us. We'll be answering a variety of questions. You can also see some of our videos that will give you more in-depth information about our campus, each individual program. And you can also visit our YouTube page, University of Guelph-Humber. They'll give you really great info on each of our individual programs. So if you're looking to learn just a little bit more about business or a little bit more about justice studies, it's a great way to learn. It also gives you the chance to explore some of our more and for, so learning more about that dual credential certification, which is really unique in Canada. We were the first and only school at the time to offer dual credentials of both a degree and a diploma. So again, you're getting 2 credentials in 4 years of study, which is really unique. So take advantage of that. It's a great cost-saving opportunity for parents if that's something that you're worried about as well.
I think that is all the questions we have for right now. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else is coming through.
Perfect. Great. All right. Thank you, everybody. Again, if you have any other questions, you're welcome to come visit my booth. We're going to wrap up the session there today. Thank you.